Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here today. First, I will introduce myself and my group. Okay, my name is Nugraha Santosa. Next up, there's uh, Muhammad Iksan Rizki, Muhammad Roshid Ridho, and Sigit Pramono. We are in group 12. Okay, next, uh, next please. Okay, as you all know from the title, today we are talk about IoT. This present This presentation is divided into four parts. First, what's the IoT? Okay. Second, history of the IoT in Indonesia. Third, actually, what are the benefits of developing and implementing the Internet of Things in Indonesia? Fourth, things that need to be prepared to welcome the Internet of Things in Indonesia. All right, I will explain the first topic. Okay. In the image, you can see what is the Internet of Things. Internet of Things, or commonly abbreviated as to IoT, is a system where devices are connected in integrated with one another. The Internet is a network that connects devices so that they can be integrated. The result of the integration of this device produce identifiable code or data. Then the identification of the code and data can be used for various for human purposes. In short, this IoT aims to synchronize the relationship between device and device with user, human, and users seamlessly. Well, that is from me. Now, Iksan will talk about history of the IoT in Indonesia.
Okay, history of the Internet of Things in Indonesia. Although in the last year for 4 years, the development of Internet of Things technology has been quite rapid. The development of the Internet of Things in Indonesia has not been of things in Indonesia. Developer did not get it development in the Internet of Things Indonesia. Development did not get it easier in of the regulation. In fact, in the context of technology every 2 years and the last three in the chain that requires periodic testing. However, it seems the regulation of Indonesia do not yet support flexible in the intent of administration for the development to get the ease of the testing device. Even talks the are the object regarding regulation of the development of the Internet of Things Indonesia just stopped. Of course, not the level of Internet of Things device in Indonesia, then continue with the focus on 5 functions. The first, tagging the innovation and the tagging function to identity and activity has the purpose the policy activities the transportation data. The second focus the monitor after the activity has been identified is monitoring, and to monitor any usually activity is the same by tagging. The third is tracking safer to track the location. The fourth function control to device the have control function aim to provide result from the consent activities or data. Last, an analysis of the output, the analysis function aim to produce information that can be understood from the activities or that obtained. Well, that's for me. Now Rashid will talk about.
Okay, part 3. Actually, what are the benefits of developing and implementing the Internet of Things in Indonesia? 1. Improve the efficiency of resource use. 2. Reducing workload. 3. Reducing cost and increasing productivity. 4. Real-time marketing. A. Improve the efficiency of resource use. By developing and implementing the Internet of Things in Indonesia, the efficiency use of resource will be optimal. That is because the function of IoT device can identify, monitor, track and control things. B. Reducing the burden of work. With the increasing efficiency of resource use, the burden to do a task will also be reduced. The burden here is the emphasis on the length of time the job takes. C. Reducing cost and increasing productivity. IoT technology will cut costs radically. The cost is not just a matter of cost, but it is also a matter of time. If the time to complete tasks can be reduced, the remaining time can be used for other productivity activation. D. Real-time marketing. With a data recording system, the record activity 24/7. Real-time, day-to-day result of the marketing activities can be measured properly, which later, if there is an error or a mismatch of marketing result with objective, it can be revised in real time. Well, that is for me. Now Sigit will talk about things that need to be prepared to welcome the Internet of Things in Indonesia.
4. Things that need to be prepared to welcome the Internet of Things in Indonesia. First, regulation. Indonesia must prepare regulation that can simplify the process of developing and implementing IoT technology. Without regulation, developers do not have a strong legal defense to develop and apply IoT technology that is safe for the community. The word safe here means reliable and durable. When the government has clear rules regarding the standardization of IoT technology, developers will easily adjust IoT devices to follow the established rules. Second, infrastructure. Whether on an industrial, government-owned, individual scale, to take advantage of IoT technology. Infrastructure is crucial, of course. In IoT technology, the Internet is the heart of the system. In order to ensure the system works properly, a stable Internet speed is needed. Last is human resource. In order for IoT technology to work properly, the interaction between IoT device and human or users must run well. The function of the IoT will not work optimally if the users cannot operate properly. Well, that's for me. I will hand it over to the moderator.
Okay, thank you Sigit Pramono for example the topic. Okay, that's bring us to the end of our presentation. I will summarize the main points briefly. Okay, in brief, there are. So the Internet of Things, it's very important. Is this time, and we can look for genealogical information online on the internet. Okay, that's all. Thanks for your attention. We hope that our presentation will help you to know more about Internet of Things. Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you. Have a great day. Jadi gimana?
Matiin recordnya.